Hello, welcome to the 2025 American Athletic Conference Men's Basketball Tournament Preview by the Tulse Sports Report. Yesterday, in the only game in the first round, number 13 seed Charlotte 49ers upset the number 12 seed Rice Owls 64 to 61 behind leading scorer Nick Graves, who was able to score 18 points and pitch in 6 rebounds to lead the team. Rice was up as much as 12 points in the game before Charlotte was able to come back and take the lead in the second half and ultimately have the 3-point victory, moving on to the second round today. In the second round matchups, the first game features the number 9 seed South Florida Bulls versus the number 8 seed Wichita State Shockers. This is a very interesting game due to Wichita State having a strong non-conference showing, but then really struggling throughout conference play, finishing below 500, including coming off their latest loss to Tulsa. In the second game, the number 13 seed Charlotte moves on today to face the number 5 seed Florida Atlantic. This game is going to tip off about 1:30 p.m. Central Time, depending on whether or not the first game goes into overtime or not. In our two night games, number 10 seed Tulsa will take on number 7 seed Temple at 6 p.m. Central. This is an interesting game because both teams were able to win on the road in the two matchups that they faced, with Temple most recently winning at Tulsa a couple weeks ago. And then our nightcap, number 11 seed UTSA is going to take on the number 6 seed East Carolina. East Carolina is always a dangerous team that can get hot from three and make a strong showing within this tournament. The number one question going into today and the quarterfinals is, can anyone beat number 1 seed Memphis? Memphis is kind of upset right now at the seed they're looking at facing going into the NCAA tournament. Most projections are having them slotted at an 8 or a number 9 seed, which is really difficult if you do win that first round matchup, because you're going to face the number 1 seed in the tournament trying to get to the Sweet 16. So it makes it a much more daunting task being in that 8-9 matchup. So I think that the Memphis Tigers are really going to look to come out strong in this tournament, blow teams out, have a strong showing, and try to improve that seeding that they might receive. Because currently Memphis is the only team that is slotted to receive an at-large bid if they don't win the tournament. So even if Memphis does slip up, they still will be going to the tournament, but they definitely want to improve the seed once they get there. So the other question is, who is this year's Cinderella? Because last year, number 11 seed Temple was able to make a strong run all the way to the championship game, almost getting to the tournament after having a losing conference record. So who might be this year's Cinderella? And I really think that might be Wichita State. They're a team that has had strong showings against Memphis. So if they're able to win this favorable matchup that I think in the first round against South Florida, they have a good chance to beat Memphis and maybe move on to the semifinals and the championship game and possibly make a run that, Paul Mills, their coach, is known to have with his ORU team. So he's well versed in tournament play. So we'll see how Wichita State comes out today and then in the quarterfinals if they move on. Well, really looking forward to today's second round matchups in the American Athletic Conference men's basketball tournament. We'll have a full recap after all the games conclude tonight, including how Tulsa performed against Temple. Thank you everyone for listening. Please like and subscribe. Mado.